speed up. Don't speed up, Sophie.
I'm just arrived in Vienna. I haven't seen your show.
Yeah.
And I'm very curious. So I read some stuff about it, and I know it's set as a rave party, but that's all I know.
It's definitely what you see. I mean,
Yeah.
the information you recognize, it's a rave party, and it
Yeah.
looks pretty much like a rave party
Yeah.
that you could have seen in the 90s, though
Yes.
it could look like also parties you could find these days. But it
Yeah.
looks very 90s, and especially the music choices are very much from the 90s. Okay, and the more speed, the more slow. The more excited, the more slow. Good, nice. Don't forget Sylvain. Adrien? I like to work on experience I know by myself, so at least I can be
Did you go to raves when you?
Yeah.
You
so-
still do? Or-
No, not, I mean, a little bit, but I wouldn't say
Yeah.
I'm like a total raver
But in
now.
like the 90s, you went to
So-
raves in Paris?
Yes, no, actually, because I grew up in Grenoble. And there was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
beautiful scene there.
Yeah.
With also, for example, Miss Kitten and
Yes, she's a friend of
Mental
mine.
Groove. Yeah, but
Yeah,
she's a
yeah.
very good
Oh,
friend
well, yeah.
from a long time. I mean,
Yeah,
from,
yeah, super.
So it was a very nice scene. And when I was 17, I moved to
Yeah.
Berlin, and that
Okay.
was 93. And it's not like just like going to a party. It's just like
Uh-huh.
such a strong experience. Was very good. Our slides was beautiful. And remember how the dynamic, the slow motion when you were dancing, that was really, really good. So that's what we need to get by the Sylvain Go. It's just the growing. I was missing the growing. That would also go to a more exciting pose. And you don't wait for Sylvain. Now get the fuck out of here.
I just saw part of the rehearsal and I'm like, whoa, really. The scenery is super, and hearing the music with people you think you recognize is wonderful, but your brain starts to work differently. And I think it's really super because you try to find out what the stories are between the people, and I got goosebumps already from the rehearsal.
Good. I hope you'll have more tonight.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
It's like every dancers, they're 15, is a full story by itself.
Yeah.
So it's very dense in stories.
You don't see it as an audience, but you feel it.
Yeah, and you can understand something and what
Yeah.
you read when you observe people. So you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
actually read a lot, because when you hear them talking, you read
Yeah.
them differently than when you have only the body, outfit, and whatever language.
How would you describe your character? I would say
I don't know, the short, a manic depressive, shabby, very confused young man who's ended up in a party and doesn't quite know what to do or how it works.
And for you, it's closer to you.
Yeah, it's close. It's a woman like really strong and really fragile, and she has to
Yeah.
deal with that every second.
In a way, you're a sort of femme fatale, I thought. You
Yeah.
know, it's,
maybe.
in a punk way.
In a punk way.
In a punk way, yeah.
I think people can find something in all of us, in someone at least. It's just, I mean, we're playing us also, so it's not like just me on a rave, it's just me being super happy or like super sad. I mean, just,
Yeah, I think people can really focus sometimes on one person and change for the other.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes,
they,
it's
they,
what you
they're
brought
doing
out
their own editing, like their own movie of the
Yeah.
piece. They choose to start with this one, then they give up,
True.
and
Yeah.
then they come back to here. Oh, what happened to him? Oh, okay, I remember.
Yeah, you see somebody on the floor, you think, what happened to
Yeah.
her?
Yeah, and
And-
so you don't have time.
they really are in a specific state, like really present, fully conscious, hypersensitive, and it's not fake. What
No.
you do is not they try to look like blah blah blah.
No,
What
but
you
they
would see,
are.
they're really there, how they are, and the one that the group really loves each other for real.
So I think there's a fascination of you for the dark side of people and the dark side of life. Is it true?
I mean, my fascination is really about all aspects of humans, and I
Yeah.
think there is this the tendency is to be very hypocrite, and I think everybody has a beautiful range of colors, from
True.
dark to bright, from pink to green, and I don't want to be hypocrite about
No.
it, and I want to say it's beautiful, and it's a very sensitive piece. I think you can expect to go through, I would say, an emotional roller coaster. I mean, audiences would like focus on these characters or these situations
Yeah.
more because of their own story.
Crowd is komende woensdag en donderdag nog te zien in de stad Schouwburg van Amsterdam.